Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. And if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I did all of my normal prep off camera. I did push back my cuticles, went around the cuticle with a needle drill bit, roughed up the surface of my natural nail. I then applied Makartt's dehydrator and primer and 2 coats of Young Nails Protein Bond. I then went in with Makartt's base coat and I put that on my natural nail and cured for 30 seconds. And then I applied these 5XL square nails from Nail Couture using DIY gel and cured as well for 30 seconds. And I did rough up the surface of these tips, and now I'm going in with a layer again of base coat gel that I will go ahead and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So today I'm using Makartt's Darkest Blue out of the Blue Kit 923, and I did purchase this separately to get a bigger tube, so it's a 30 milliliter tube as opposed to the 15 milliliter tube. And I'm only doing this on 2 nails, so the pinky and my middle finger. And I'm just doing my normal process of squeezing the polygel down the length of the nail. And then I'm going in after dipping my brush in my slip solution, which is 91% alcohol. And I'm gonna go ahead and start my process of actually just patting the polygel all over the nail first, just to try to cover the tip itself. And then once I get everything covered, I go back and I smooth everything into place. And after everything is nice and smooth, I do go ahead and cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I do both nails together because I've already put the polygel on each nail. And so, like I said, just take my time and just make sure it's as smooth as possible so that I have minimal filing when I am done. So today's set is a recreation that my niece asked me if I could do. So I am doing this recreation, and here's a photo of the set that she wanted me to replicate, but she did change the colors. So in the picture, the young lady had on red nails, like her nails were red. She wanted to do a royal blue, which is where this came into play. And I feel like it came out pretty nice. I do love the length of these nails. I do love all of my Nail Couture nail tips. The only thing is this one has like a pretty strong C curve, and I love a good C curve, but like on this squared tip, it's kind of weird. Like it's reminding me of my tapered coffin nails. I mean, I still see the square in them, I guess, but that C curve is really strong. And so some of my design today doesn't show as I thought it would, being that the curve on the nail is really strong. But nonetheless, they came out very, very cute. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I hope everyone's weekend was great to them, as well as this week has been going okay as well. My week is going pretty great. It's going really fast. It's really relaxing. Really good things are looking to start happening, and I am super excited about that. Comment down below and let me know how your week went or how your weekend was, if anything exciting happened. So I haven't really used any of Makartt's older kits. I got on the wave with their newer kits. I think my first kit from them was, well, I did use a kit around the same time this one came out. I guess it was the purple kit. So they had a purple, a blue, and a green. I do want that green though. I have a lot of thoughts for the green, but I don't have it yet. But I had the purple, And the consistency of these kits is a little more tough and rough. Like for the polygel to move, the polygel is a lot thicker. And I, used to hear all the time nail tubers always say they came out with a new formula and it's different. And going back and using this today, I do see the difference in the polygel they come out with now as opposed to the older polygel. And I do like this consistency, to be honest. It is just a lot thicker than I'm used to with Makartt, but it does work actually very well because I like a thicker polygel. For me, I feel like I can control it a lot better. Of course, it does not run to the cuticles because I am in control. I mean, you're in control of all polygel, but just some are a little runnier than others. And that's one thing I absolutely love about Makartt, is that it's very easy to manage their polygel. It's very easy for their polygel to stay in place, therefore making it easier for you to do multiple nails at a time, and to make the process a lot more faster for you. But overall, just the consistency of this polygel here I'm using today is just absolutely beautiful, and I love it. So next I'm going in with Makartt's nail foil glue, and I'm just gonna apply that to my ring and index finger and make sure that I cover all of the nails. So I'm making sure to get the sides, the edges, all the way around. I just wanna make sure I'm fully covering my nails with this glue, and then I will go ahead and cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. So once I do go ahead and get the nail foil cured, I do wait 30 seconds extra after I come out of the lamp. And then I go in with the snakeskin foil that I got off of Amazon, and I am going to go ahead and just rub that in with this silicone tool. So I normally go over it pretty vigorously with the tool, and it does look a little rough, but that's only because I actually am fast forwarding it, but I'm doing it at a nice pressure, not too rough. And then I go in with my finger just to make sure that it's just extra rubbed in, and I love to see it lifting on its own. That kind of lets me know that everything is going as planned. And then I do the same thing with my ring finger, put it down, go over it with the silicone tool, then use my finger. Any spots I think I'm missing, I kind of lift it, put it back down, and it just transfers very beautifully. So a tip is always, when you come out of the lamp, make sure to wait an additional 30 seconds before going in with your foil for a beautiful and seamless transfer. So on my index, I'm going to go in and do an ombre up on that snakeskin. And then going in, I was thinking, after I already had applied the snakeskin, I actually could have just put it halfway on the nail and then went in with the that tan color to ombre it, but it's okay. Like, the first layer I put on was pretty sheer, and you can see the snakeskin underneath. So I did go in with a second layer of the polygel off camera, and it did come out pretty great. But I want to try this again, like ombreing a transfer foil, so we'll do that in a different method the next time I do it. But nonetheless, like I said, it did come out pretty nice, and I really love the design that she chose for me to recreate this time. I would like to take the time to thank anyone who has taken the time to watch any of my videos. You are greatly appreciated, and watching it to the end does actually help me. To my subscribers, I love you all so very much, and I appreciate your continued support. Please stay tuned. I have so much more in store. So I'm now going in with Makartt's clear polygel, and I'm going to cap the top of the ombre nail as well as cap the ring finger with the foil. And this is something that I normally always do. I like to encapsulate foils, gel polishes, anything I do on my own nail, I definitely always encapsulate because there's less of a chance of it being scraped off or scratched off. So I always do this method, and I did get this from a nail YouTuber that I watch, Stay Polished 91, and I've mentioned her before. If you have not, go check her out. She is thebomb.com. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that bead, and I am going to pat that down all the way over the nail and just make sure that is nice and smooth on the ombre as well, because I do have to file it. So when I do file, I won't mess up or distort that snakeskin transfer foil at all. And then I just do it as well on the ring finger, like I said, to just encapsulate the transfer foil so that if I was to scrape up against something or bump something, that foil is not going to scratch off, because of course I'm going to put top coat on it regardless, but I feel like the clear polygel gives some extra strength to it. So I do this anytime I do foils or gel polishes on myself. And I give anyone I give them a preference of if they want me to do it. So it's their discretion. And a lot of times they're like, oh, I'm fine with top coat. I don't think I'll make a mess. So, I mean, it is easier to just do top coat, and you can. I've had nails on before with transfer foil with just top coat, but I do absolutely prefer to encapsulate it with the clear polygel. So on my thumb, I don't do it on camera, but I did go in diagonally with that same transfer foil, and I applied it to the thumbnail as well. So here on my index, I'm going in with this blue gel polish by Beetles that I have. That's pretty much very exact and close to the color of the polygel I'm using. And I'm just going to go around the tip of the index finger on this one with that color and then cure. So I do try to put it as straight as possible, and then I cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And so this is what I meant when I meant that all of my design doesn't show because of the C curve. It's really strong. So I feel like when I hold my nails straight up, you can't see the sides where the blue line is. You can obviously see across the top, but the sides are not visible when I hold my fingers straight up because of that C curve. But nonetheless, it's a very nice design. This is a design that I've seen done so many times and wanted to give a try. And so I was really excited when she gave me this design with this. It was pretty exciting for me. But I will try this again on a different type of nail because I thought it turned out super cute. So now I'm going in with Makartt's Rhinestone glue, and I am just going to start my rhinestone placement on this finger. And it was very random. I wasn't sure what I was doing because I'm not really that great at rhinestone placement yet. But nonetheless, I do think it came out pretty great. Comment down below and let me know what you think of my rhinestone placement. But like I said, it's very random, and I just thought of it as I was going. So I'm going to let you go ahead and enjoy this process. So once I got to this part here, I started looking at those two bigger drops that I put on either side of that bottom design, and I decided to remove them because I didn't really like how they looked. And then I felt like if I would have kept them, obviously, I think I would have had to put more around it. So I did go ahead and remove those and just continue on with the design from here. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do so. My Instagram handle is NailAddictShe, and there I do post my YouTube tutorial nails as well as other nail sets that I do and do not record. Also on Instagram, you can DM me with any recreations you may want to see. I thought this placement with the rhinestones was pretty extra, but I absolutely love extra. And the rhinestones I'm using, the AB stones are from Amazon, and then the ocean blue stones come from Long Hair Pretty Nail Store. And she just came out with some kits that have the same shapes as the AB ones that I have, like stars and hearts. And I absolutely love those new kits she came out with. And I do see myself getting each and every one in the foreseeable future. So on my pinky, I do go in with the rhinestone glue on the side at the upper left top. And I go in with 6 rhinestones there. She did have them placed the same positioning, but with just 3 because her nails were shorter. And this is another example of what I mean by the C curve being just a little strong here, is that I feel like when I hold my nails straight, you cannot see those side diamonds. Unless you're in person, you can obviously see them, but just me holding my hand out, they don't show as much because of the C curve, but nonetheless, it still came out super cute. And I do the same thing on the bottom right side of that nail as well, as far as applying 6 of those stones there. And then I do place my hand in the lamp to cure for 30 seconds. I then go in with a layer of top coat on all of the nails, and just to kind of give it that extra shine and to seal everything in. And once I get everything sealed in with the top coat, I do cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And you already know, if you've been watching my channel, I will be going in with Makartt's cuticle oil pen and the scent of watermelon this time around my cuticles, and I'll be rubbing that in to moisturize my cuticles. And here's the finished product. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. I love this design so much. Let me know what you think below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Much love.